Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a quick video for an optional, that is optional extra credit enrichment activity for my world history sections. So I didn't go to the University of Maryland, but they have a really nice research guide here that talks about how to interpret primary sources. Primary sources, as you might remember, are first-hand info or data generated by witnesses or participants in past events. What this means is that primary sources are from the time period being studied or researched. There are 1,000 different ways for you to interpret a primary source, and there's a lot of really useful acronyms out there to help you remember them. This is the one that I used as an undergraduate history major at the University of South Florida. It's called SOAPS. I'm going to run through it really quick here, and then on a later video, I'm going to go through it on a practice document with you. So SOAPS stands for subject, occasion, audience, purpose, and speaker. And the idea here is that if you can answer these 5 questions, you have a pretty good understanding of the value of your primary source and what it can tell you about that time period. So going through those 5, just very generally, subject is, what is the source talking about? What is it about? What is being referenced? For occasion, it's going to tell you when and where was this record created or found. Is it a journal entry? Is it a diary? Is it a newspaper article? Was it found in a grave? Was it found in a building, in a wall somewhere? Was it found buried in some dirt? And then how was the record made? So did the person write it back then? Was it a secret message? Was it a telegram? All these things can be covered under occasion. Audience is going to ask you, who is it for? If it's a letter to somebody else, the audience is probably that intended recipient. But if it's a telegram between 2 nation states, the audience is going to be a little bit different because it's not intended for, say, general consumption. Purpose. Why does this document exist and why does it matter? And a lot of things we do, purpose is hugely important. When you're looking at a primary source, it's important that we know why it exists and why it might serve of any importance. Last but not least, we're going to talk about who the speaker is. Who created this document? So you can see with audience and speaker, we're looking at who made it and who it's received by. For purpose and occasion, we're kind of learning about the circumstances under which it was created. We want to know when it was made, how it was found, and why it's there. And for subject, you want to know generally what the source is about. If you've taken any journalism classes, this sounds a lot like the who, what, where, why, when, how that you learn in those classes. All right, on my next video, I'm going to go through a quick document going through SOAPS and give you some guidance for the extra credit activity. All right, thank you.